Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Hey, guys. It has been a while, but I am back because it's the new year, and a lot of us are making resolutions, trying to feel like a better version of ourselves, trying to switch our mindset. And so I'm going to let you guys know kind of what I'm doing to switch my mindset, and maybe this will help you out. So I'm going to break down this into like 3 categories, what I'm trying to work on this year and how I plan on doing that. The first one is not, forcing someone to see your worth. The second one is dealing with haters and being okay with being disliked. And then the third one is to just be patient and kind with yourself because, again, it's our first time living. None of us are going to be perfect. Humans are not designed to be perfect, so it's your first time experiencing everything you're doing in life. So just be kind and patient to yourself while you're on your journey. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is not forcing someone to see your worth. And I know that's going to be really difficult for people pleasers, people like me specifically, because I think for a really long time I've been very insecure and had a lower self-esteem, and so the first thing you want to do is depend on the validation of others, to prove that you're good enough, and you can't do that, especially in like romantic scenarios, because the person you want isn't always gonna want you. And it's not necessarily your fault, and it's not even necessarily their fault. Sometimes 2 people are like magnets with the same charge, and they don't stick together, they just don't collide, it doesn't work out. And if you're anything like me, you are gonna go above and beyond to try and prove yourself to this person. I mean, you're gonna list the resume of reasons why they should give you a chance and why you're good enough, and I'm going to tell you now to stop. Please stop. They know that you're pretty, that you're funny, that you're smart, that you could even make a good partner, but they just don't want you, and that's something that you're just going to have to accept. And, I feel like this is a thing for, like, a lot of girls who are used to toxic men. I think, when a really, like, kind guy comes in and he's checking off all the boxes, and for some reason you just can't get yourself to like him, it's like one of those things. It's definitely not him. And it's not necessarily you. You're just used to a specific type of person, and you feel like you're not worthy of that. And so your brain just tricks you into thinking, this is not it. This isn't supposed to happen. And maybe it's the timing. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe they'll change their mind, but that's not your business. That's not for you to know. That is supposed to happen naturally, and not for you to force or keep trying to convince them otherwise. But yeah, they know your worth. They just don't want you, and that's okay, because the person you're meant to be with will want you. So yeah. The second thing is dealing with haters specifically, or like being okay with people not liking you. I know for me, my first semester of college, I dealt with a really big group of guys who just really disliked me and treated me really rudely, to the point where I would go up and say hello, and they would both turn and look at me for a good 10 seconds and then start their conversation again, just so they're aware that I know they're ignoring me. And for that, it's not a you problem again. This is a situation where it's a them problem. They are going to grow out of it. they were obviously raised in a way that makes them think that they can put themselves above someone else or treat someone else like that. And so take it as a sign that you are a good person, that you can't understand why they're treating you like that, because I would never want to be in a position where I'm like, okay, I see why they're mean to me. No, that should let you know that you are above that. You can't understand why someone would treat you like that, because you wouldn't treat someone else like that. It's just mean. And so the way to deal with haters is to just love yourself. If you love yourself, then other people, like I was saying, if you love yourself, then other people's opinions will not break you. They will not define you, because you will look at what you're saying and be like, okay, that's your opinion. I know I'm great. I know I'm smart. I know I'm funny. I know I'm beautiful. You guys are delusional. You guys have your own opinions, and keep living, keep moving on. So it's really just about loving yourself and being secure in who you are. And the more secure in who you are, the less other people's opinions will reach you, because a lot of times we point out the things in other people that we're insecure about for us. If you have an insecurity about you, maybe you're more likely to pay attention to that in someone else. So yeah, just really focus on, liking, loving who you are, and eventually, as you practice that self-love, you will become less bothered with others' self-hate. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is just being patient and being kind with yourself on your journey. I have to be very patient with myself. In a society where everyone wants to be nonchalant and not express their emotions, I am just constantly pecking. And I annoy myself a lot with that. And I think it's just be patient with yourself, You are trying to figure out the best ways to handle your emotions, other people's emotions, and communicating with each other. And it's going to be your first time communicating with certain people, your first time in certain situations, and you're going to say the wrong things, you're going to make mistakes, and you just got to be kind and patient to yourself, and you treat yourself like a friend. Encourage yourself, it's okay to say the wrong thing and make mistakes. You are definitely not the only person in that situation around the world right now. There are people who have done the exact same things as you, probably amplified, probably worse. So do not be hard on yourself. So here's a couple ways that I am trying to improve upon myself. In terms of self-love, one of my things was really waking up, getting dressed, and putting on makeup, that kind of thing, because I am someone who likes to just roll out of bed. I know for school I would go to class in pajamas, not really do a lot of self-care for myself. So I'm really working on my appearance, and by doing that, I've seen that I feel way more confident in myself, and I'm really starting to love myself and being like, yeah, you know what, that's this person's loss. I'm beautiful, I'm caring about myself, I'm confident in how I am and who I look, and how I look. So yeah. Also, I fall asleep to affirmations every night, self-confidence, self-love, those kinds of things, and you just gotta listen to them. I mean, I've been doing it since I've been home from break. I did it the entire summer, and do the ones where you fall asleep to them, and subconsciously your mind will take those messages in, and you'll notice that when you're in situations where you're beating yourself up, you're gonna start repeating those affirmations. I know for me, when I start beating myself up, I'm like, hey, wait, no, I am worthy, I'm enough, I'm human, I make mistakes. So just really making sure to take in those affirmations and care about yourself. But yeah, I'm wishing you all a good 2025. And if you have any questions or comments to my 1 or 2 subscribers, let me know.